If you guys want to finish domination, clutch time, unlimited, level 40, but you don't have the time, DM Rose NBA on Twitter. His link is in the description, and make sure to tell him I sent you. Yo, what's good everybody, it's CP the Doc, and welcome to My Team No Money Spent episode 25. So in season 1 of My Team, I've collected pretty much every single reward. I got Diamond Kyrie Irving by reaching level 40, Diamond Dwyane Wade by finishing the Pyramid of Power, Diamond Brandon Roy, Shawn Marion, and even Chris Bosh by winning 15 straight games in Triple Threat Online. I have every single card that you see on this page right here, but there is still one card I'm missing right now, and that is Amethyst Victor Oladipo. Victor Oladipo's the grand prize for collecting all 3 of these players in salary cap. We got Brent Barry 4 weeks ago, Joakim Noah 2 weeks ago, and now we gotta get Ruby Antoine Walker. I've heard Antoine Walker's pretty good, but definitely not as good as this Victor Oladipo card who can actually play the point guard position. Less than 2 weeks ago, Victor Oladipo was a 6'3" shooting guard and small forward, but 2K actually surprised everybody by changing his secondary position to point guard, which I think is very cool. Now, I've heard this Victor Oladipo card is one of the best point guards in the game, especially defensively, but will he be good enough to make it onto my team? I really don't know, so after we get him, we're gonna test him out online to find out how good he really is, and then we're gonna decide whether or not he makes it onto my team. This is gonna be interesting, so let's not waste any more time. Let's jump straight into salary cap, where I've been winning a lot of games. We've been making a joke out of salary cap this season, winning by over 13 points per game and shooting over 57% from 3. I've been having so much fun with this game mode, and hopefully you all have been enjoying it too. Before we jump into our first game today, you guys drop a big like on this video to wish me good luck, and of course, if you enjoyed this video and 2K content in general, then make sure you subscribe to my channel too so you don't miss out on any of my content. Now, with all that being said, I think we're ready to get this grind started. You guys sit back, relax, enjoy this brand new video, and now let's go get Victor Oladipo. I don't think this grind's gonna take very long because we're less than 500 points away from reaching 2,500, so I think this should take no more than 3, maybe 4 games. Also, this guy has a beautiful home court. How many of you guys remember the Charlotte Bobcats? Man, this guy's got a complete Charlotte Bobcats court. That is absolutely beautiful. I love the Charlotte Bobcats. They had an amazing season back in 2011-2012, but man, I feel bad for this guy. We're gonna have to destroy him on his home floor. He's got a pretty good team. Klay Thompson, Joe Dumars, Chris Webber, Antoine Jameson. For salary cap, this is actually a very good, very respectable team, but nah, we're gonna have to destroy him, just like every single team in the NBA destroyed the 2011 Charlotte Bobcats. Just in case you guys didn't already know, I was being sarcastic. The 2011-12 Bobcats were the worst team in terms of win percentage in NBA history. They went like 7-59, they didn't have any all-stars, they didn't have Gerald Wallace anymore, or any of the promising players that they drafted in the mid-2000s, plus they drafted so many busts in the 2000s as well, such as Adam Morrison, for example. He might actually be the biggest bust in Bobcats history and probably one of the biggest busts in NBA history too, but let me stop roasting the Charlotte Bobcats because I don't hate them, I just think they're kind of funny to talk about, so let me chill out, focus on this game, and let's get this win. Let's throw it ahead to Bowen, and I'm pulling up in transition for the 3. That was a tough shot, but look at Nate Thurman being active as usual. We're off to a really good start. Defensively, I gotta wake up. I gotta be a little bit better on that end, but offensively, we're dominating. Nate Thurman's looking like a beast. He's got 6 points already. Bruce Bowen hit a 3, Artest hit a 3. Yeah, we're looking okay so far. We just gotta be a little bit more active on D. We're right there. Shot clock's down to 6. That's an excellent defensive possession, man. Now, it's time for us to run that fast break again and maybe get an open look. Actually, we have a mismatch in the post, so let's see if I can get an easy bucket on Antoine Jamison. He's not fouling, so we throw it down again. Even though I just said our defense hasn't been good so far, we're on the verge of taking a double-digit lead, and once again, Thurmond has a mismatch. He's got 10 points now. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna be an easy dub as long as we keep this up. I think we've only missed one shot so far, which is great. If we keep on hitting all our shots, there's a great chance we end up winning this game. And once again, Nate Thurmond goes down to the post. He bullies his way to the basket and makes a super tough hook shot right there. Man, we're just abusing this guy in the paint. I feel kinda bad for doing this, but at the same time, we're just attacking mismatches. I'm just taking advantage of this guy having nobody who can guard Nate Thurmond. Now, y'all know what they say. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's just keep on doing what's been working. Nate Thurmond has it again. Alonzo Mourning's right there, but he's just not big enough, not strong enough to stop Nate. Yeah, man, we're looking good right now. Real good. This guy got off to a rough start, and I will say he's recovered a little bit, but our shots are still falling, we're still clicking, and we could take a 3-possession lead into halftime with a bucket right here. So I want to pull up with Fisher, but let's swing it over to Bowen for a 3. It's in. Yeah, you really can't ask for a better start than that. Actually, Bowen's open, and he beats the halftime buzzer with a big 3-pointer. Man, I would have been happy with an 8 or 9 point lead at halftime, but we're up by 12. I can't complain about that one bit. So with that being said, let's keep on doing what's working. Kevin Johnson throws it down. We're doing a great job attacking the basket. We're hitting our open jumpers. We're rebounding, running the fast break, and even though I have my subs in right now, I definitely trust these guys. Miles Turner, Kevin Johnson, yeah, even my backups in salary cap are pretty good. Shot clock's down to 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at Bruce Bowen's elite defense on Alonzo Mourning. If you guys are wondering how I'm 13-2 in salary cap, this game right here is a perfect example as to why. We hit our threes, we play defense. I mean, you guys see the tape, so y'all get the picture. That's bad defense right there, but y'all still get it. I'm really just taking what the defense gives me, and they're giving me a bunch of open drives to the rim, a bunch of fast break buckets, big time dunk by Artest off the steal. Yeah, that's what's been working all game. Let's keep it up. He drives to the rim, and we're in perfect position with Kevin Johnson. Come on, man. That is elite defense right there. We forced 2 misses in the paint in the same possession. Yeah, I think that just goes to show that mashing is dead. Well, I wouldn't say mashing is dead, because in that first half, Nate Thurmond was looking absolutely elite in the paint, dunking or getting a layup every single time. So it's not dead, but it's not as effective as it used to be, which is a really good thing. Our offense has been a very good thing so far this game. We're looking like a well-oiled machine. Miles Turner drives to the rim, and man, we're making a lot of tough layups, getting a lot of easy drives. That was nice right there. We're up by 12 points, make that 15 after this 3, and we are looking absolutely elite. If we play defense, get steals, and just hit shots like that for the rest of this video, we're not gonna lose, and we're also gonna get some great gameplay in with Oladipo, so you guys prepare for that. All we need is one more bucket, and this game's a wrap. This guy's flopping. Trevor Ariza knocks down the game-winning mid-range shot, and that's pretty much a perfect way to start off this video. Great game to this guy. He has a very nice home court, but at the end of the day, he just couldn't hang with me. We beat him in every single category except for free throws, which I think shows just how dominant we were in that game 1 win. We're getting 165 points for that win, which means we're now less than 300 points away from Oladipo. If we get 165 more points after both of our next 2 games, then we should have Victor Oladipo after just 2 more games. So let's lock in, let's make sure we win, and let's get as many points as possible. In game 2, we're playing on the road again versus Damian Lillard, Mitch Richmond, Tom Janovich, Horford, and Sikma. That's a really, really good team. I've been seeing some really good teams in salary cap lately, but that has not been enough to stop me from securing the dub, mainly because Nate Thurmond's been absolutely carrying me. Of course, my defense has also been elite. Damian Lillard misses that 3, and of course, we've also been getting a lot of easy buckets, running in transition. Fisher fires a 3, and he hits it. No way. Nate Thurmond injured in the first 29 seconds of the game? You can't be serious with that. How can I possibly win this game now? We all know the only reason I win is because of Nate Thurmond, so this could get pretty ugly, but I'm not giving up just yet. I still believe in my guys, I believe in Myles Turner, I believe in my defense, and if this guy's missing his open jumpers, then we're gonna have a lot of chances to run and make him pay. Myles Turner's right by the rim, and he throws it down. I guess he's a pretty good center too. Is he Nate Thurmond? Definitely not, but he can actually shoot threes way better than Nate Thurmond, so maybe having Myles Turner out here is not a bad thing. I guess we'll have to find out. Nice drive, nice pass to Artest, extra pass to Horry. Yeah, our shot making and floor spacing are still elite, whether Nate Thurmond's out there or not, so let's just keep on doing what we're doing. We have good defenders, good shot makers, rebounders. I think we're gonna be alright. I gotta keep on fighting through those screens though. That was a really good screen, but this guy's bricking a lot of open looks. This guy could have like 10 points right now, but instead, he's down by double digits in the first quarter, all because he's missed a couple open looks and because we're shooting the lights out. If you guys were wondering how I'm shooting such a good percentage from 3, it's because every single look we get is completely wide open, and wow, even though Thurmond got injured in the first 30 seconds, it didn't even matter. We got another easy win by double digits yet again. Our margin of victory is staying the same. Great win, but we only got 127 points, so we might not be able to get Oladipo after 2 games. I mean, I could be wrong about that, but we're gonna need 166 more points, which I don't know if I can get in 1 game, so I'm mentally prepared to have to play 2 more games, which I'm not really worried about since we've been playing so well. So you know what? If we have to play 2 more games, whatever. I'm having fun right now, I'm enjoying playing salary cap, so let's just play as many games as we have to and let's keep it up. In game 3, we're playing on the road again? Seriously? Why can't we get a single game on our home floor? We can't get a single game in front of our fans? That kinda sucks, but it's no big deal. Let's just break the hearts of these fans right here. Let's see if we can get off to a good start, because it looks like this guy's actually running plays and he has a pretty good team. Nate Thurmond's got the ball, he swings it to the corner, he's still got a mismatch, so let's attack! It's good to have you back healthy again, Nate. I really have no idea how he got injured back in game 2, but it's really no big deal. He's back to full strength now, and it looks like he never got hurt in the first place. Oh no, that's terrible defense. Yeah, it looks like this guy's actually pretty good. He knows what he's doing, and he's sitting in the paint with John Collins, but that's a big mistake, because John Collins cannot guard Nate Thurmond. He's not big enough, not tall enough, not strong enough. That could be an easy dunk every time, but I might throw Myles Turner back in there just because he can actually shoot, so y'all stay prepared for that. That's better defense this possession, and now it's time for us to run the fast break again. We have numbers, but nobody's really in good position to score. I guess I'll throw it down to Nate Thurmond, who is still being guarded by John Collins, so let's bully him. I don't know why the heck we did a little post hop right there, but it's all good. We eventually got the 2. I gotta give this guy credit. He actually has a very creative offense, but his defense is definitely not elite. We're getting so many easy 2s, and I haven't gotten any 3s yet for real, but y'all know we're gonna get those later. He's running a lot of guard pick and roll with Vince Carter and Robert Pack, which is pretty creative, but we're still locked in on D. We're still getting stops. We're gonna be okay, so let's run and let's see if I can get a shot right here, which we do, but we miss it. Terrible release by me, but it's not gonna happen again. That should have been a 3, but I guess I'll take the points. Let's keep it simple. Let's just keep on doing what's been working. We're getting jumpers to fall. We're scoring in the post. I mean, John Collins was able to force a miss right there, but Nate Thurmond is absolutely elite. Okay, I missed like 3 shots with him that possession, and he's injured again. You can't be serious. He's gonna make this 3, and okay, he missed the 3, but look, Nate Thurmond's all the way down the court, and he's actually standing up. I'm not sure if you guys saw, but he was just laying down, and yeah, he's injured again. He's missed 4 straight point-blank shots, and trust me, I know a bunch of them were contested, but it's time for us to get Thurmond out of the game, so knock down this 3 and let me call a timeout. Getting Nate Thurmond re-injured was kinda my fault, I'm not gonna lie. I was hyping him up that entire possession, just trying to score in the paint versus John Collins, and it just wasn't working. Now we're all tied up, so let's see if we can win again without Nate Thurmond in the game. Let's see how this guy defends the pick and fade. The answer is he doesn't defend the pick and fade. Miles Turner showing up big, hits a wide open three. It's looking like this is gonna end up being a very close, very intense finish, so let's keep on scoring as much as we can. Wow, Miles Turner might actually be elite back-to-back threes. Maybe having Miles Turner in there is not a bad thing after all. I mean, to be fair, I didn't think it was a bad thing in the first place. I just don't think he's as good as Nate Thurmond, and wow, we played a perfect offensive possession, but once this guy saw the shot clock was running down, he called for that cut to the rim, which we all know never fails, but neither does the pick and fade. Derek Fisher gets those 2 points right back. This is gonna be intense, but y'all already know I'm mentally prepared for these tough games. Clyde Drexler misses that three very badly, and we can actually get one more bucket before halftime. Our test finishes strong. At halftime, we lead by 5. I really can't complain about that, but you guys buckle up and prepare for a tough finish. This is gonna be good. This isn't gonna be easy, and I can't guarantee you guys that we're gonna win, but man, I'm gonna do my best. Why didn't our test stay in the corner? That would have completely literally been a wide open three, but instead we ended up getting a 2, which I guess isn't the worst thing in the world, but man, in a game this close, every single point counts. I mean, we're playing to a target score, so literally every point counts. Speaking of that target score though, we only need 14 more points, so let's stay locked in and let's see if we can reach that target score as fast as we can. Lamar Odom. Yeah man, we're doing some good work on offense and defense. We're right there on Drexler, and this guy's got the floor completely spaced out, but we're still moving pretty well on defense. Look at Bruce Bowen hanging with Drexler. That's a really good screen right there, and this guy makes a white with Clyde Drexler. Wow. I know Clyde Drexler's a good shooter, don't get me wrong, but he really made a white from 3-point range, from that far behind the 3-point line. That makes no sense, but that was much better defense right there, so let's make sure we get a bucket. Lamar Odom again, 10 points away, and we know what this guy's doing. We know what his offensive attack is, and right there, we get a big time stop. Bowen's ahead of the pack, and he yams it. That is beautiful hoops right there. We're locked in on defense. We know what this guy's trying to do, and he's able to get a cut, but wow, he misses the shot, gets his own rebound, and scores. That's tough, man. We gotta grab boards. Like I've said before, every single point counts, and in the exact same way, every single rebound counts, every single steal, block, every stat you get counts, and man, that's a big time block. Let's run this fast break. I see Kevin Johnson cutting. He's got takeover, and he finishes strong. All we need is 4. Should I call timeout? Should I make some subs? I really don't know, because we only need 2 more points right now. So Derek Fisher, Robert Horry, everybody sitting at the scorer's table, they might not have to come back into the game, and I don't know if I should put them back in because I have so many guys in right now who have takeover, but at the same time, if this guy makes a 3, he wins the game. If we make a 2 though, we win the game. All we need is a layup or dunk, so let's play this super safe. This guy's off-balling, running around with a lot of different players, so let's call a pick and roll and see how this guy plays this possession. Oh man, look at that ball movement. Ariza cuts to the rim, extra pass to Miles Turner, and he steps back, fires the game-winning shot, and he gets fouled. Oh, this guy is definitely not happy about that. He played pretty good defense on that possession, and Miles Turner is gonna knock down this final free throw. That first one, I didn't release very well, but to be fair, that was my first time ever shooting a free throw with him, so that's a very tough way to lose. I probably took way more time on that final possession than I should have, but this guy got over-aggressive on defense. We kinda got bailed out. I can recognize that, but all that matters is that our winning streak continues. Now here's the big question. Did we get enough points from that game right there to unlock Antoine Walker and Victor Oladipo? In the first game we played and won, we got 165 points, and right now we're 166 points away from being done with salary cap. So I guess this is the moment of truth. We're gonna find out how many points we got, and we only got 144. That's tough, but on the bright side, no matter what happens in this next game, win or lose, we're definitely getting Antoine Walker and Victor Oladipo. And also, I just realized that was my 50 50th salary cap win of the season. Man, getting my 50th win in my final salary cap game of the season for Victor Oladipo would have been perfect, but it's no big deal. We now know for sure that we only have to play one more game, and like I said, win or lose, we're gonna have Antoine Walker in less than 20 total games, which I think is really cool. So let's lock in, let's play this final game, and win or lose, Vic is about to be mine. Alright, final salary cap game of the season, and this guy is no money spent too. Also, I gotta point out, we're playing on the road again. We haven't played a single game in front of my home fans, but it's whatever. Once again, let's break the hearts of everybody in attendance, except for you guys watching this video right now. Let's see if we can close out this game with a win. Even if we lose this game, we still get Antoine Walker and Victor Oladipo, but obviously, I want to make sure we win this game, so yeah, I'm serious about breaking these fans' hearts. Right off the bat, we're locked in on defense. That's an amazing possession, and this guy doesn't even get a shot. I haven't gotten a single shot to fall yet, so let's make that change right now. Bruce Bowen's been amazing. He's elite. Easily one of the best reward cards of the season. You guys let me know in the comments, how much have you been grinding this season? Do you have Kyrie, Irving, Brandon Roy, Dwyane Wade, Chris Bosh? How many of the best cards in the game do you have on your team? If you've been keeping up with my series, then you already know I've been running with players like Bruce Bowen, Kyrie Irving, Brandon Roy for a long time now, so my team is pretty much set in stone for the rest of the season. I'm not planning on making any big changes to my roster until Season 2 because I'm expecting us to get some really good cards to begin the new season. I wouldn't be surprised if they make someone like LeBron level 40, considering the fact that we can buy level 40 now. You can just pay your way up to level 40, it's not even a grind anymore, so I wouldn't be surprised if 2K makes somebody like LeBron level 40, but at the same time, they might make it somebody like Ginobili, Tim Duncan. I've been seeing some people predicting Carmelo Anthony, which I wouldn't mind since I'm a big Carmelo fan, but I think it would be really awesome if we got LeBron. I know he's a pack seller, but like I said, 2K might make him level 40 just because you can buy level 40 now, so that's my main prediction. I also wouldn't be surprised if level 40 is somebody like Wilt Chamberlain or a center that can actually combat and maybe compete with Shaq, so yeah, we'll see what ends up happening, but for now, let's just keep on grinding. Nate Thurmond gets a wide open run to the rim and he gets fouled. I'm not gonna lie, Nate Thurmond has been pretty good in this game so far, but he just hasn't been the same ever since those injuries. I can't believe he got injured in back-to-back games, but luckily for him, this should be his final game of the video. With that being said, it would just be tragic if Nate Thurmond gets hurt in this game too somehow. If he really gets injured for the third consecutive game, that would just be awful, so I'm crossing my fingers and hoping it doesn't happen. It didn't happen though. This guy's done. He quit, and even if we only get like 40 or 50 points from this game, that is enough to get Oladipo. There's literally zero doubt that we got Antoine Walker and Oladipo, so I'm not gonna try to make it dramatic. There's Antoine Walker right there, and now it's time to go and lock in for Vic. Like I said earlier, I've heard Oladipo is one of the best point guards in the game, especially on the defensive end, so I'm looking forward to using this card. I'm probably going to bring him off my bench, but like I said earlier, we're not going to know how good this card is until we actually use him ourselves, so let's take a quick look at his stats, which I kinda showed y'all earlier, but I didn't really talk about them. He's got a great driving dunk, very good three-point shot and mid-range shot. Honestly, I'm kinda surprised by how high his three-point rating is, but he's not a bad shooter, especially when he was in Indiana, so I can't complain. He's got a pretty decent ball handle, great pass accuracy and IQ, very good perimeter defense and steal ratings, along with 81 speed, 88 vertical, 95 stamina. His physicals look great, his mentals aren't bad, even though I don't think those are a huge deal. His defense is the main calling card, and his badges are also pretty nice too. He's got ankle braces, challenger, chase down artist, clamps, pick dodger, off-ball pest, workhorse. Yeah, I think you guys can see that beyond his great defensive attributes, he's also got great defensive badges as well as some pretty good shooting badges too, like Agent 3, Catch and Shoot. Y'all saw a great finishing badge up there and Posterizer. He's got Space Creator, Break Starter, Glove, Interceptor. Yeah, this should be a pretty fun card. I gotta test out his jump shot though, so let's jump into freestyle and take a look at Oladipo right now. Like I said earlier, I'm surprised by how high Victor Oladipo's three-point 3-point rating is, and he's also got a very smooth release. He doesn't jump very high off the ground, but he does release the ball at the very top of his jump, which I really like. I love his catch and shoot, it's very easy to time up, and he's also got hot zones in the corners and on the left wing, so if you're spotting up with Oladipo, he's gonna knock down these shots at a very high clip, and of course, he's pretty nice off the dribble too. His dribbling's not elite, but he does have a pretty quick first step. He has some great pop, great vertical, great athleticism, and he can attack the rim and throw it down. I don't think that if you're a dribble god, you're gonna have too much fun with this card, but of course, you gotta keep in mind, ball handling is not his strong suit. Even though you could get his ball handle up to like an 83 with the right shoot boost, he's mainly gonna be a pest on defense at the point guard position, who can also guard bigger players, he can also guard shooting guards, maybe even small forwards, and he's gonna be able to run in transition, get a lot of dunks, maybe even make some contested jump shots too, and of course, y'all know I love shooting mid-range, so I'm gonna be shooting plenty of mid-range shots with him, especially if we get the space. Based on what I'm seeing right here, I don't think Oladipo is better than Dwyane Wade or Kyrie Irving, so he probably will end up being my third string point guard at best, but that's still not a bad thing. Oladipo can do some things that Kyrie can't, and of course, the biggest thing is dunking. He's also way better defensively, and even though he's definitely not going to be as good of a tough shot maker or ball handler and just overall offensive force, he's still going to be able to make some shots. He's going to be able to hit his open threes. I like his release a lot. I think it's honestly smoother than Dwyane Wade, so that's one thing I like about Oladipo over D Wade, and yeah, I think I'll take Oladipo over Shawn Marion because of his defense. Of course, his interior defense and block are not great, but of course, not everybody can have a great interior defense and block and be a point guard such as Dwyane Wade. So yeah, in shoot around, Victor Oladipo's looking very good. I really like his ball handling. I love his jump shot. Of course, it might take a little bit of getting used to for some of you guys, but man, it's pretty smooth, pretty easy to time, not super fast, but honestly, I think fast enough to where you can actually get some tough shots to fall in tight defensive coverage. I think we've tested out pretty much everything we can in shoot around with Oladipo, so let's knock down one more shot for good luck and good measure, and now let's jump online. Those were some super sweaty games in salary cap, so let's jump into TTO and let's have some fun here. Actually, I kinda lied. Those salary cap games were pretty chill. They definitely weren't that intense, but I still had fun with them. Y'all know I'm all about having fun, and in my opinion, Triple Threat Online is probably the most fun game mode in all of 2K24 MyTEAM, so let's play some Triple Threat Online with my full Amethyst lineup. I'm not gonna lie, that lineup right there is looking dangerous. Of course, I could throw in Brandon Roy instead of Clyde Drexler, but I like Drexler, and I want to give him some run, so let's do this. Let's jump into TTO, and let's see how good Oladipo really is. In TTO Game 1, we got Dwyane Wade, Scottie Pippen, and Kevin Love on the other team. That offense is elite. Kevin Love is a great floor spacer, but I'm sure you guys already know he's very slow. His speed is far from elite, so I think that's one disadvantage that this guy has, and man, that's a tough way to start the game, but I think we're gonna be fine. Dwyane Wade's a very good defensive guard, so let's see what Oladipo can do against him. Right there, Dwyane Wade definitely locked him up, but to be fair, y'all know how off-ball defense is in my team. Just because we got clamped up that one possession doesn't mean it's gonna happen again. Plus, Oladipo still threw a beautiful pass, so that was still a plus possession. It looks like this guy is gonna try to shoot a bunch of threes and drive to the rim a lot, so let's see if we can take advantage of that. Also, he's off-balling, so let me take advantage of that with Victor Oladipo's pull-up midi. If this guy continues playing drop coverage with Kevin Love, then I gotta continue making him pay. Another deep mid-range shot by Oladipo. I gotta be honest, I did not mean to shoot it from that far out, but it worked out. He still greened it, and look how he fought over that screen. What a great defensive possession, and Oladipo's gonna get a free dunk right here. Man, I'm not going to replay that because I'm trying to, show you guys the entire game from start to finish smoothly, but man, you guys gotta go back and take a look at how Oladipo fought through that screen. He fought over it so smoothly, and right there, he did another great job contesting the shot. He throws a nice pass to Drexler, and we're on a 10-0 run in the blink of an eye. Just like that, this game has completely turned around, and Oladipo actually has takeover. He's got a great stat line. He closes out beautifully on D-Wade right there, and it looks like we're about to get another shot. Oladipo fires it up, and man, that shoot around was not on rookie difficulty. It was not on, pro or whatever. It was on legit superstar or online versus or whatever, and I think that 3-point shot right there proved it. Look at Oladipo dominating, getting steals. We're on a 17-0 run. This guy's flopping around. Man, he got off to such a good start with that tough layup he made with Pippen, but no way. We're actually about to go on like a 21-0 run. It's actually possible. We might actually pull it off. I think this guy is just about giving up. He's off-balling with Kevin Love, so let me get the rest of the guys involved. We might actually end this game without missing a single shot with my entire team or with Oladipo, and yeah, it's looking like this is about to be a shutout, well, not a shutout victory, but a 22-0 run after what was a very weird start to the game. We only missed one shot as a team, but, it was with Victor Oladipo. I guess I must have edited that shot out, but either way, 16, 3, 3, and 2 in his debut is very, very good. And actually, we played against a great team. Pippen, Wade, Love. That's a very good three-man lineup, but this guy just couldn't get it together. We kinda destroyed him. 22 unanswered points in Triple Threat Online. No matter who you're playing against, no matter how good or bad the team is, that is just absurd. Like, that should never happen versus anybody. Obviously, I gotta give myself props for playing good defense, but also, that guy smoked a bunch of wide open shots that he could have made, so hopefully we get a better matchup this time. I was hoping that would be a good matchup, but it wasn't, so let's just move on to game 2. This time, we're up against Dwyane Wade, again, Anthony Davis, and Vince Carter. This has the makings of a pretty good matchup. I mean, it's pretty similar to the last guy's team we just played against, so who knows? Maybe this will be a good game, maybe it won't be. I guess we'll have to find out as Oladipo jams it in. That was a nice move on the perimeter, and even though he doesn't have too much burst off the dribble, he has just enough to get ahead of steam going to the basket. Not my best defensive possession, but we'll get those points right back. Let's feed that ball to Oladipo, who gets another jam. Yeah, I love Victor Oladipo's athleticism. On some of these dunks that I've attempted, I'm not gonna lie, Kyrie Irving probably would have gotten blocked. Let's keep on getting buckets with Vic. This guy's playing some pretty good defense on and off the ball, but we're still getting what we want. Nice pass right there by Victor. He's been dropping dimes. He's been dunking very well, hitting his jumpers, and we definitely could have gotten that steal right there, but it's no big deal. More good defense by Vic. We forced D-Wade out of bounds, and now we finally have a chance to retake the lead, so let's drive, throw it to AD. Look at the facilitating, the playmaking by Oladipo. He's dropping dimes, and I love to see that. Let's stay locked in on defense. This guy wants to go to the corner, but Oladipo cuts him off. For some reason, Anthony Davis plays help defense, and this guy makes me pay. I have no idea why we're playing help defense like that, but it really doesn't matter. It's not the biggest deal. Let's just get those 2 points right back. Beautiful alley-oop, we're all tied up. Earlier, I said I was hoping for a better matchup, and we definitely got it, so I can't complain. Man, look at that defense by AD, but that's my fault. Is it my fault? I don't know. Victor Oladipo doesn't have a very high rebound rating, but I feel like I still should have gotten that rebound, so I don't know. Overall, that was a pretty good defensive possession, but we definitely fell asleep when we should have gotten the rebound. Man, that's why I think I like Victor Oladipo's drives to the rim a little bit better than Kyrie. Kyrie would have gotten blocked right there. Oladipo's dunking ability is what makes him absolutely elite. Man, great defense by this guy, and I wanted the open three, but we couldn't get it. We get the layup though, so I'll take that. One stop on defense right here would be absolutely huge. D-Wade pulls up. Excellent job by Oladipo, and we have a chance to retake the lead. I really want to see if I can do it, but we could also get the tying dunk, and of course I trust my defense, so let's hope we can prevent a three-pointer. Excellent defense by Oladipo on Wade, and yeah, if this guy gets a 2-pointer, whatever. We just don't want to give up the 3, and man, he got a great look right there. That's the one thing I didn't want to do, give up the 3, and we gave up the 3. It happens. I mean, what can you do about that? Oladipo had a good game. He went 7 for 8. He made some mid-range shots, got to the rim for some layups and dunks, but that guy just didn't give me very many threes. He played smart defense, and we took the L. That's tough, but we'll bounce back. Let's play one more game with Oladipo to get my final evaluation, or since I'm CP the Doc, my final diagnosis, and yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a review right after this last game's done. Of course, I also don't like ending my videos on losses, so this is also a bounce back game for me against a really interesting team. He's got 2 big men. He's got Kawhi as his main ball handler, LaMarcus Aldridge, Marc Gasol. Let's see if this tall ball approach actually works for this guy, as Oladipo starts off with some great defense on Kawhi Leonard. It looks like he's gonna attack me with Kawhi Leonard, but I'm not too worried about him. He's a fun guy, but Oladipo's defense is elite, and he gets open for a 3. He ain't missing that shot. Y'all already know. Now, Victor Oladipo is definitely not a card that you're gonna get to 3 hunt with, just because his release is not super fast. He doesn't get too much elevation off the ground. Even though he can knock down shots, I wouldn't call him a card you can 3 hunt with, like Damian Lillard, for example, or even Brandon Roy, but he is still a very good shooter. He can knock down open shots, and we're playing good defense, but this guy's made a couple nice jumpers. This guy's also playing some heavy off-ball defense, so let's see if I can make him pay. Marc Gasol's nowhere near fast enough to guard Drexler, so let's get the layup right there. Also, let's see if I can attack this guy's drop coverage in the pick and roll, because if he's off-balling with somebody like Marc Gasol, maybe I could get the mid-range shot, but why shoot mid-range when you can shoot the 3? Oladipo hits another 3-pointer, and even though this game pretty much just started, we already got takeover, which is a very good sign. And look at our defense. We were in position, but once again, he scores. Now let's see if I can get a bucket in return. Nice move by Oladipo. He takes the baseline and finishes strong. Man, it's a good thing he's got that fast layup package, or else Kawhi might have been able to get into the picture and block that shot. And then we force him out of bounds. This guy wants to get to the rim so bad, and you know what? So do I! Oladipo lays it up and in. He's got double figures for the 3rd straight game. I don't think he's really missed a shot yet, and he's also been elite defensively, which y'all already know is a very big deal. Oh, I was ready for him to throw that pass. I reached in with Oladipo, but he threw a high pass. I wasn't in great position, and man, I could have gotten the steal. That would have been cool, but it's all good. Let's get 2 of those points back, and let's close out this game strong. He's going kind of fast on offense. He's not really giving himself time to get something going. Notice how bad he wants to get to the rim. He really steps out of bounds once again. That's crazy, and yeah, he's playing some heavy off-ball defense, so I kind of want to cut. I kind of want to attack that, because I could literally just do that every single time. I know some people don't like when guys are cutting to the rim, but if you're playing off-ball defense, then I'm gonna make you actually try to work hard on defense. I'm gonna make you actually try to guard the guy who you're off-balling on. Oladipo! Man, I remember back when Oladipo was in the dunk contest. He put on a real show, and he's been putting on a real show in this video too with his dunks. He's also been hitting threes, hitting mid-range shots, really doing it all, and it looks like we have the chance to win this game right here with Oladipo. And since this could very well be our last possession of the video, y'all already know I gotta try. Oh, I missed that. That last shot was a little bit too far away. That was my fault, but Oladipo throws it down for the win. That was huge. We made it look easy. Oladipo had a great game once again, and we got another dub. Great way to end the video. Rather perfect way to end the video, getting a big bounce back win after taking a tough loss, which I don't take in TTO very often, as y'all can see by my record. But yeah, this Oladipo card is very, very good, and if you've been grinding for him from the very first day you got 2K24, then you're in luck, because this card's a lot of fun. He doesn't have very many weaknesses weaknesses, but I guess I'll start off with those just because I gotta be honest with my review. First of all, even though he has a very nice 3-point shot and some very good shooting badges, which can also be upgraded, his 3-point shot release is not very fast. It's smooth, it's easy to time, but it's not very fast, so some people might consider that a weakness. I honestly really don't. I really had no problem getting shots off with him, but I know some people might perceive that as a weakness, so that's weakness number 1. Weakness number 2 is that his ball handle, it's pretty good, but definitely not as elite as some of the best point guards in the game. Yeah, those are 2 glaring weaknesses right there, if you want to call them that, but I had a lot of fun with this card, like I've already said, and he didn't show very many weaknesses for me. I think that he's a great point guard defender, and he can also guard a bunch of shooting guards in the game right now, especially since we don't have many shooting guards who are too towering, too tall to actually guard. So defensively, this card brings great energy, great intensity, great hustle, and will to win, and offensively, he can hit the open jumper, he can hit moving shots, he can hit moving threes, moving mid-ranges, he can drive and dunk, he can finish around the basket, and yeah, even though he doesn't have much pop, even though he's not super quick, you know, with his first step or anything, you can still create a bunch of separation for the mid-range shot, you can still get to the rim for dunks, he should be able to get poster animations versus big men or versus guards too. I mean, doesn't really matter what position, you can posterize anybody, but yeah, Oladipo is a great slasher, very good shooter, but I think the best value in this card comes on the defensive end, where you guys got to see him locking up players like D-Wade and Kawhi Leonard in spurts. I won't say he's the best defensive player in the game, but he's definitely up there as possibly the best defensive point guard. I know that might sound like a big stretch, maybe it is, but he really was that good on defense. I wouldn't rank him ahead of D-Wade on defense just because D-Wade's interior defense is so much better. I mean, he can prevent big men from scoring in the post consistently. He can block shots on the fast break in chase down situations or in the half court offense. So I'll take D-Wade over him because of his defense, and Kyrie, I gotta take him over Oladipo because of his offense. I mean, his offense is absolutely elite, and the way he moves, the way he hits tough shots, the way he can just create space is just so much better than what Oladipo can do on offense. And that's no offense to Oladipo's offense, because you guys saw me cook with Oladipo in this video, and he's gonna get plenty of open shots with the way I play online. I mean, if I can get open shots for Bruce Bowen, Ron Artest, Kevin Johnson, and all those guys I was using in salary cap, then I can definitely get and knock down open shots with Oladipo. So Oladipo has his spot on my team for a reason. He's a defensive point guard who I can plug in whenever D-Wade gets tired and I need a great defensive point guard in the game. If I need offense, I'll put in Kyrie. I mean, really, my team is all about fit. It's all about situation. I even took Shawn Kemp off my team to put in Kyle Korver, who I got for free just a few hours ago. So shout out to 2K for giving us these agendas over here. I guess now is a pretty good time for me to bring those up, and okay, let me actually go to completed season agendas, and here we go. Now we're able to see them. All you gotta do for Kyle Korver is make 3s, 4s, get a triple threat win, and a Hawks win. So shout out to 2K for giving us these free agendas. I guess this means that Antoine Walker is not the only card I added to my collection in this video, but yeah, shout out to Korver, shout out to Antoine Walker. We're now 25 out of 27 cards from collecting every single Season 1 reward, and we're not going to get all 27 because I've already gotten all the prize balls I can, and we're probably not going to get Tim Hardaway until next season, since I'm pretty sure 2K is going to put him on the Season 2 Ascension. I mean, that's what they did last year with the previous Ascension rewards, so we'll see if they do that again. I'm not 100% expecting it, but I do think it's gonna happen. So yeah, guys, we've officially collected every single reward card in Season 1, except for the lock-in players like Kevin Durant, Shaq. I don't really count those guys as rewards because you can straight up buy them right now. There's no way you can grind for those cards unless you grind a lot of VC or MT. I think y'all get what I mean. Let me know in the comments if you think that Shaq and, you know, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry count as cards you can actually, you know, grind for, because I don't think they are. But no matter what, I do think that we got every grindable reward this season. Every non-luck based reward is on my team or in my collection, so I can't complain about that. And yeah, I'm very happy we got Oladipo. I gotta say that one more time before we end the video, and speaking of ending the video, it's getting pretty long, so let me go ahead and jump into the outro right now. If you made it all the way to the end of this video and you're still watching right now, then huge shout out to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Now, if you really did enjoy this video, I appreciate it, and if you're still watching right now, then you're kind of crazy, but in a good way, so thank you to everybody who made it to the end. If you did make it to the end though, make sure you drop a like if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and of course, show some love in the comments and turn on those notifications so you get notified by YouTube whenever I upload a video, go live, or do anything like that. This was a great video today. We got a lot done. I'm done playing salary cap until next season, and I really can't believe that we did so well in salary cap. Actually, I can. I mean, when you shoot over 58% from 3 for an entire round, when you get 13 assists on so many made shots, not to mention very low turnovers and a pretty good score differential, yeah, you're gonna win games pretty easily. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get all the way up to 5,000 points for 20,000 MT. I mean, that just doesn't feel worth it, so I'm probably not gonna do that, but you never know. Maybe I'll change my mind. I think I'm pretty much done grinding until Season 2. I might make a Season 1 recap video and post it on like Thursday, but I haven't thought that far ahead, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess we'll find out in a matter of days, so you guys stay tuned and be ready for the next video, which should be coming relatively soon. One more time, thank you all so much for watching. I hope y'all stay chill, stay safe, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see y'all again real soon.